such a manner that as he got you here, you're coming around and over his hand so that you may count it. So from here, all you're doing is rolling so that from here, it's a, you go the other way, it would be the same. Just right. Do not retract the hand to count from here. All right, now, somebody grabs you one by the shirt. You're going to use your right hand over so you can whip fast. Over, grab his hand, twist, the thumbs are together. So from here, you reach, twist your body, grab his hand, so that the thumbs are together. The placement of your hands in the back of his hands. It has to be below the wrist. He grabs, you twist it back, and you pull forward. Do not pull forward, he may do a counter on you. If you just take it from here to here, and you kick at this level. He can move his body into the initiative. So from here, come over, grab, and down. Now, again, grab it with the right. This time you use the same place in the back. You start, got to be careful here. His wrist and his hand into it, it really doesn't hurt. You twist in to the side that hand. One more time. From here, you're coming up, twisting, taking them down, and if you want, you can finish it off with a kick, a heel kick, kick to the face, or whatever you choose. Again, grab it one hand. Before we go any further, now people can grab you all different ways. They're all different sized people. He may grab you and hold you out at a great distance. He may grab you, pull you in close. He may have his hand this way, vertically. He may grab, this is how you're going to react to the situation. One hand here. What you're going to do is your left hand, you grab him with his right. His arm is on this side of it. I'm stepping off. This arm is breaking. This is a push-pull. Pushing with my left, I'm pulling with my right. Now, when practicing these techniques, you must be careful. Take very, very little to break an elbow. So from here, my left hand comes up. I step at the same time behind the elbow, and I break. We'll do it again. more time, and strike. Now, one more. And this time, you're using your palm heel. Now you can use one palm heel, two. Don't want it this way. Here. You want to break his arm away. He grabs. Here, the hands come up. As they come down, you must bend the wrist, strike, and hit. And again, doesn't matter if your right foot, left foot goes back, strike, and hit. Into his eyes, to his face. This one involves a pressure point, which is in here. Maybe they're the type of person, one, doesn't matter. Come in here and just grab flesh. Pinch. So from here, you're going to reach up, you're going to grab the arm. In this case, I have my thumb. It's under his hand. Now, as I squeeze on the pressure point, I'm pushing his right goes back, it goes off, and now twisting, and you take him down. So from here, he grabs, you grab, come over, take him down. Two hands, take him down. The next one we'll do is, why is this neat? What we're doing. All right, this time you're going to trap his arm. So, doesn't matter if the left hand goes through or the right hand. Tie him up here, grab him, taking him down. Go from this side. And again, coming over, my hands are locked on my wrist. Next we'll get into two hand grabs. Again, multi-grabs is complicated grabs. So, person grabs two hands. All you're going to do, she's done it in the last one with a one hand grab, same thing. Grab two hands from here, person grabs up, come down, and you strike. Wherever the hands are, don't retract the hand to strike. It's here, strike from here. Kick, whatever you choose to do. Come up, drop your weight, down. Now, again, two hand grab. This time, you're going to break them away. You're using, one goes up and out, one goes down. Watch your posture. The hands come up. You break. From here, you count. Wherever the hands are, with the hands of the feet. Go from this side, break. Strike. We'll go into one more. This time, you're going to weave your arm in and out of his arms. As you weave, you're going to move. The right hand lends the left hand assistance. Does not matter if you break his hand away from your body. Does not matter. Again, you must be in a good position. You don't want to be standing tall. Have all your weight here. I'm dropping my leg with my left hand. It exposes all his body. Punch, strike, whatever. From this side, same move. You're weaving over, moving his body so you can strike. This time, you're going to break away. Got to hold it here. Preparation. I break his arms away. From here, to start from and to work off. In this instance, somebody comes up, they grab you from the side. Now, surfaces of the body. I mean, you got one finger jabs, you got two finger jabs, you got elbows, forearms, knees, whatever. You must learn how to hit with your head. This person grabs you around the body here. It's a simple technique. You're going to smash down on his face. It may hurt you, it's going to hurt him more. Get away. Smash. Now, another one, they come up, turn around, press this way. Now, later we'll get into some of the pressure points. Where the hips are, each side, there's pressure points. So this time, again, if it's a big bulky person, heavily muscled person, it may not work. This person grabs you around, you got your hands, you reach in where the hip bone is, and you push with the thumbs into the pressure points. And you either counter or you get away. Again, person got you around the body, arms are trapped at your side. This time you're gonna move your foot. As you move your foot, your hand is grabbing testicles. You grab, you squeeze, you twist. You break his grip enough for you to counter. That's all you want. Again, they grab you around the body. You take your foot, right foot, left foot. You smash onto his instep. He breaks his grip. You hit, you get away. From here, you have knees. You bring your knee into the ground. You kick with the knees into the lower stomach, into the groin region. Grab. You got you around the body, and your arms are free. He grabs. You're going to begin using the palm heels. Now, don't bring the hands back. You'll see it. Strike. Wherever the hands are, strike. The hands must come together. They have to go through a skull. You strike into the ears. You're going to break his eardrum, ruin his equilibrium, and escape. Right here, it's a snap. Snap. You want to get that snap. Again, grab you around the body. This time, left hand could be your right, could be either. It's going under his chin. Your right hand is reaching around his head. Around here. I'm grabbing hair. He doesn't have hair, grab his ears. And it's a push-pull. Now, in practicing these, you want to be very careful because you can do damage. So when you practice, snap here. Don't actually twist his head. Just snap, snap. You want to break the neck. So here, grab, twist, and do damage. Again, he grabs you. This time, you're going under his nose. You're taking your thumb, putting it under his nose, and he's dragging back. So from here, one hand, two hands, under the nose, and all the way back. Now, push the nose back to the top of his skull. This way, pushing his head down. Now, later we'll get into pressure points. This is another one. So from here, got you around again. Take your finger, strong enough, use a thumb. In and back. From here, same grab. Behind the ears, under the earlobe. Pressure point. Use your thumbs. Use your fingers. If you have fingernails, dig them in and squeeze. And from there, do your counter or get away. All right, now what we're going to do, this person came up behind you, they grabbed you. Anytime that you grab, at that instant, you must react. If he grabbed you and he tied you up, by tying you up with his hands is what I mean. If he ties you up or he gets you down, you're at a great disadvantage. So the moment he grabs, you got to react. So from here, person comes up, they grab you, pinning your arms to the body. Again, you can step to the side, using the knife edge of the hand, strike into the groin to get away. You must step in order to give yourself a target. And again, they grab you, same way before when you grab the testicle, this time you come back, you grab testicles, you twist. From here, again, the person's grabbing. You must step right side, left side, it doesn't matter. As you step, you get down into a low stance, the arms come up, because you want to break them away here, so that you can strike. Here, here. Whatever. Break away. Come up. Strike. All right, again. He grabs. Like I said before, you have a hit. Throw your head back into his face. You break away. He grabs. Using your foot, bring it up, run it down his shin, slam into his instep. He releases, and you counter. Kick. From here, he grabs, and this time, using your hips, throw him back. Break his hold, come around, counter, get away. Up behind you, this time, they lift your arms free. So from here, again, you're coming back, you're finding the pressure points behind the ears. You're squeezing in. Grabs, you're coming back, you're grabbing his chin, his hair, and you're twisting. Getting away. From here, same thing. You're stepping off to the side, and you're coming over with an elbow strike. From here, you step and strike with the elbow. Now, going back to pressure points, nerve centers. Back of the hand, there are different pressure points. This time you're taking your hand, you're rolling it down, you're hooking your thumb into the finger. And you're striking into the back of his hand. As hard as you can. And it hurts. That's good. Chokes. Again, like grabs, people will choke different ways. Straight out, in close, against the wall, whatever. So, this person, when you're working on a choke, if it happens for real, you only have X amount of time. If he's got a good choke hold on you, he's cut off the arteries on both sides of the neck, you're going to convert it unconscious very fast. choke, punch. Now, this person has you in a little closer. He's choking. This time you're going to use 2 hands right into the body and count. So as he chokes, you strike. From here, again, choke, using your feet into the shin. Shin, knee, groin, and get away. Person came up behind you. They're choking. Okay. If you can get a hold of the little finger, you bend it down and back towards itself. So you reach over, you grab that finger, and you bend it to get away. Again, choke, step, strike into the groin, elbow shot, 2-handed. Full Nelson. A lot of people always say, what if? So this person comes up behind you. They're going to get you into a full Nelson. His arms are coming under your body. As soon as his arm moves to slide under you to come up behind you, you must trap his hands. Drop your hands down so you have them trapped. So from here, he comes up behind you, you trap. Now, from here, I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to reach over, I'm going to grab his left hand, my right elbow is coming around, and I'm hitting him in the face. From here, he comes up, drop, grab, strike. Now, let's say you got it on you. You got a full Nelson on you. It's a little hard. Again, you want to get low. You want a good strong stance. You're reaching up behind you. You can grab them behind the ears like we did before, hitting into a pressure point. From here, grab his face, his hair, and twisting him around, taking him down. He grabs. My left hand is going into his face. My right hand is coming over. I'm grabbing his hair. I'm twisting his chin and his head at the same time to take him down. Now, doesn't have any hair on the top. He's got short hair on the top. He gets you to full Nelson. This time, you're reaching behind short hairs down near his neck, and you're pulling him up and over. Now, what we'll do now, somebody got you on here. In this case, he only has one arm. Hasn't got this arm tied up yet. I cannot come this way because he'll follow me around. He'll keep the pressure on that arm. Here, I must turn into his body. My right foot goes out. My left hand comes around for a strike. You turn into the body and strike. Now, you've got your one hand tied up behind you. You've got a hold of the other hand. So from here, I'm going to step forward this time. My left hand's coming around, and I'm breaking free. So from here, he's got this hand. He's pushing my right hand up my back. And I'm free. Now, traps where people lock you up. And here, grab you around the head. Here. And you notice he isn't punching. He's going to punch. Obviously, this is the hand you have to take. but he hasn't done it. You're going to reach over. You're going to pull him back. Now, very good if you can get him by the handle on the nose. Pull him back, and you expose his body. So he grabs you. Again, good grab. Now, same thing. He grabs you around the neck, one hand. This is what you're going to do when he gets you around the neck. You're going to grab this wrist. You're going to take this hand, put it against his elbow. As you're pushing his elbow, you're twisting your head to get it out. You're going to come up behind him and an arm. So from here, now, my left hand grabs a hold of his hand. My right elbow comes up against his elbow. I'm pushing his elbow. I'm pulling his arm backwards. And it's I that now has him. One more time. He grabs. You come up. Put your hand behind the elbow. Grab his wrist. Push, pull. Now, as I'm coming up, I'm finding that. Put my hand, dump it, and I'm twisting, and you now have him. So, from here, again, he comes up, ties your arms up. He's got his arms interwoven between your arms. Now, again, there are pressure points that you can grab. You step off to the side, strike into the groin. Off to the side, you have enough room to strike with an elbow or a hammer fist. Strike. Another grab. Arms around me. For what you did. Got my brush in the back. This time he has you tied up here. And again, if you can reach into a pressure point, you can get away. Here, up. Grab the dorsal muscles up into here. Get away. It takes a certain amount of strength when you're doing squeeze techniques, where you're squeezing into his body. He's got you here. You've got palm heels. You strike into the ribs. And again. Grab your hands and he got out this way. He may be pulled up on. You still have feet. You still have other parts of the body that you can use as a weapon. From here, again, you would look out the corner of your eye because let's see who the hell grabbed you. This is done very fast. When you do, and I just bring my whole leg right up between his legs and kick into the groin. You can step off just slightly from here, using my left leg to kick into his knee, kick into his body to get away. From here, now again, I'm stepping off. My elbow is coming up. My hand is moving around. My right hand is breaking away and strike. Here, step, move, strike. Just very minutely. Some pressure points. So a lot of pressure points throughout the whole body. You can get a medical chart and you can find all the pressure points you want. Some are very difficult. And so we're going to head to the easy ones. That's fine. Right here. Behind the elbow, the artery runs up along the bone, and you squeeze. Now, same thing on this side. There's a pressure point in here. And squeeze. Okay. Now, in here, behind the collarbones and down, pressure point. Very easy. under the nose and push. They'll go away. We did that. This is a pressure point. Now, here's his hip, beginning of his waist, and if you were to strike with the hand and object down into the hip bone, very sensitive pressure point. Under the rib cage, if somebody had a hold of you and you get your fingers up under the rib cages and push up, there's pressure points. Into the armpits, very tender areas, pressure points. The inner thighs, pressure points. Along the groin region, these two pressure points. There's pressure points. Like I said, some takes more pressure than others hit. You've got in the wrist, in here, in the hands. You have them all over. You run and have them behind the legs. It's good to learn. The good areas to strike. Unfortunately, the small areas, sometimes very difficult to strike. Now, two more. It's good to know. Police used to use it. They call it the choke hold. They outlawed it. I don't know where it stands now. It has the two arteries. Now, arteries are surrounded by nerves, and when you squeeze them, that artery is bouncing all over the place. It hurts. In the neck, right in here. If you were to get that artery and squeeze and hold on one artery, it'll take an X amount of time to go out. If you could choke off both arteries, it'll go out much faster. All right, now we'll just hit two more things and then pressure points, but they're along those lines. You're doing grab marks off somebody grabbing you. You're doing getaway techniques. You see how foolish it is to grab. Somebody grabs you with one hand, he's lost the use of one hand, you still have two hands, 2 feet. If he grabs you with two hands, you still have 2 hands, 2 feet. So, but sometimes you may grab. Now, if you're going to choke, you make your hands like a butterfly or a bird or whatever. Where the fingers cross, the thumbs go into the Adam's apple. You cross here, and the thumbs squeeze inward as the fingers are squeezing the neck, and it's here. What you're doing is you're crushing. It's not just a choke. It's a crush. Here. It's done this way. Now, if you were to grab somebody and you want to use it as a choke, so I tighten my hands. If you crush your hands, put the crust up under his neck, grab him up high, and you just choke right here. Of course, you take them down, keep them on the ground, finish it off. From here, grab, and keep it up underneath his chin. We'll get into, we'll do a few gun techniques. As you can see from this gun, it's been through the wars, it's all taped up. There are wood guns around that you can buy, which is better if you're going to practice them. Of course, if somebody's standing a half a room away, it's very difficult to take the gun off. If he's standing in close, from here, doesn't matter if your hands are up, if your hands are down. Now what you're going to do, we'll do 2 of these techniques first. In this case I'm going to use my right hand. As my right hand is coming up, because the gun is pointing right at my chest. If the gun was pointed over here or wherever you may choose it, you'd have to cut your body in a different way because you don't want to get a bullet. So, from here, I'm beginning to turn. I'm getting my body out of the line of fire. As I'm doing grab. And if you give a very hard jerk, just hold it on the stop. And if you give a very hard jerk here, you're going to tear all the meat off the finger, you're going to dislocate the bone, or he isn't going to have a finger. So, do it from this side, and again. The body's cutting, the hand is coming up, it's moving the gun, my other hand is coming up, and break his finger, follow through with whatever you want to follow through. Now, this time, you're not going to just take the gun. You're going to shoot him with the gun. So from here, it's the same technique other than you're not stripping his finger. I'm taking the gun to the inside of his body. I cut my body. Now, as my left hand is moving the gun towards him, my right hand is coming up. My finger goes over his finger. And you pull the trigger and shoot him with his own gun. And again, we'll do it from the other side. So from here, the body cuts, twist around, come up, and shoot. Now, either technique, if you go off to this way or here, something registers in this man's brain that says danger. And you got a hold, and he tightens up. Something tells him, whoa, I'm in trouble. He's too strong. It isn't going to bend. You must hurt him. Take his mind off his gun, kick him in the groin, and then break him. Same way going the other way. Came this way here, but something tells him, whoa, he's very strong in the grip. He doesn't want to get shot. Kick, shoot. Okay, now, from here he's got a gun pointed at you. This time, all you're doing is you're catching the gun between your two hands. As you're doing so, you're twisting it away from your body. It would do you no good to catch his gun and get shot. So, from here, the gun is pointed at you, your hands come up, and you twist off to the side. You still have control of the gun. From here, you can move in with a technique. My left hand is holding on to the gun, and I'm smashing into the throat. From here, you're coming around, and you hit with an elbow. I still have a hold of the gun. You do not want to let go of the gun. From here, you get the gun in your back. You're going to turn. Touch the middle of my back. I know what a gun is. Again, you're cutting the body. As I'm cutting, my hand is coming out. In this case, my left hand. It did a block. I grab. I want to retain that gun. If I just block, if I just spin and knock that gun away, he's going to bring it around and shoot me. So, from here, I turn, I cut, I strike. It's got to have your head. From here, by the nature of the head being round, you roll. You want to roll around the barrel of that gun. Here. Here. You roll your head. Here. Now, if the gun goes off, you're going to get a blast. Better than getting shot. So, I'm going to roll my head. As I do, my hand is coming up here. And you have so from here, hold that hand. Okay. Same position. Roll, grab, here, take them down. Again, there are a lot of gun techniques. You cannot work a gun technique from this far away. You must be in close. The dangerous thing with a gun is that with a turn of the wrist, you can cover half the room. Now, a lot of people will say, from here, slap the gun away. But he's coming back and he's going to shoot you. Whatever the weapon is. See, even if you're coming up this way. Now, on this technique, don't bring it straight up the body because I'm now looking down a muzzle. As you're coming up, you're taking it out. You're coming this way and down. Keep the gun away from the body. Cut the body. Always angle the body so if it does go off prematurely, it isn't going to hit you here. Alright. People come at you with a knife. People come all different ways. Some are stabbers, some are slashers, some are hand changers. Some hold it behind them where you can't see it. You don't know what they're going to do. Some basic techniques of stabbing, thrusting, slashing. And again, these techniques we won't use any takedowns. It'll just be the defense off the knife. But with whatever weapon you're working off of, you can always use takedowns. In this case, we'll keep it simple. This person's coming in with an overhand stab in your body. Stab it into the chest. It's coming overhanded and down. Okay, now, when you're working against a weapon, you do not want to get in stances that you cannot move out. In other words, you don't want to get in real deep and you've got a difficult time moving. You're better off keeping your feet fairly close together so that you're maneuverable. If this person is stabbing at you, if he's stabbing at me, I can jump back. If he's stabbing at me again, I can go off to the side. If you get in too deep of a stance, you cannot move. Now, when you're training with these, take your time, learn the technique. Don't go fast, don't go sloppy. If you make a mistake against a knife, it may be your last mistake. So whatever the technique you do, it's got to be good. Again, this guy is a stabber. He's coming down into the body. Now, as he's coming down, my hand is coming out for a block. It's coming up and out. I'm shifting my body. I'm grabbing his hand. If you just block here, he's going to come around with that knife and stab. So just like with the gun or with anything else, you want to control that knife and that knife. As he stabs, I block, I grab, I twist, I strike at the same time. Again, simple technique, stab, X block. Don't stop it here. He drops the knife and hits you in the head. Keep it away from your body. Keep it out, away. So as he stabs here, I move his hand, I grab his hand, I strike. Using an X block, as he comes in, here, strike. Now you notice I got his hand twisted. You did it for real, twist it all the way around. Again. He comes in stabbing, this time he's coming to the outside. The other techniques, I went to the inside of his body. This time, I come to the outside. My right hand comes up, strikes into his throat, and take him down. So one more time, different angle. He stabs. I come to the outside. My hand is blocked. My right hand at the same time running up, catching him under here for a strike. Take him down. Stabber, he's coming in, stabbing at you. You do it a block. So from here, my left hand is blocking, my right hand came up. The bend of his elbow comes through. I grab my own wrist. I take him down. Lock it up. From here, you can drop one with a knee, whatever you want. We'll do it from the other side. He stabs, block. Now, as you practice, you want to get away from doing 1, 2. You want to get them very close together. Here. Take them down. On any technique, you must have a flow. You want to get away from 1, 2. This time, again, he's stabbing at you. Oh, boy. I screwed it up. And you're going to get him with his own knife. So as he stabs in, 2 hands. Now, my right hand is coming over, twisting his knife hand. My left arm is pushing up. So it's a push-pull. So you stab him with his own knife. From here, 2 hands. Twist. Push up at the same time, twist his wrist, and stab. Stab him with his own knife. All right, what we're going to do now, we'll do a couple thrusting moves. Now, again, this case we're using a knife, a rubber knife. But it could be a bottle. It could be any sharp instrument. Anything that you can thrust with. Whenever you're working, if you're going to work knife techniques, you want to start out with a rubber knife. Very safe. But you have to keep in your mind that this ain't a rubber knife, that it's a real knife. You always want to take it serious. And then you graduate to a wooden knife. Still safe. And then the next stage you go on to a real knife, but it's in its scabbard. Still safe. The next stage you would go to is a real knife out of its scabbard, but you dull it. It is not sharp. It's very dull. So you're progressing as you go along. The last and final stage that you want to do is a real knife that's very, very sharp. You have to know what you're doing there. There's no room for error. So you want a choreographer or anything you work out. All right, in this case again, this person is thrusting. He's thrusting high into your face. Your block, rising outside block. Your hand's going over, you're twisting because you want his elbow down. Now in this case, again, I'm coming to the inside. Now, as I block here, I blocked out, I'm moving at the same time. Now, I wanted his elbow down, it's down. It's right on my shoulder, which you give a fast snap to. Breaking, he drops his knife, strike, and whatever. We'll do it from the other side. So again, first is thrusting in your face, outside rising block, coming around, breaking, striking. Now, those 2, I went to the inside. Doesn't matter if you go out to the outside. Here. Now again, if I just block, he's allowed to come around and cut me. So it's block, If he steps in and stabs, and I just do this, that knife is still there, and I'm in trouble. I'm not going to get this off. So, I don't want that. Here, move his blade, using palm heel strike, and strike into his face. Again, this guy's a stabber. He's coming in at your stomach area. As he comes in, my left foot is coming back. My right hand, on this part of my hand, hits into his hand. And you want to block, strike. Going to the outside, it would be the same thing if I choose to go outside. Now from here you can see he can still come back where the knife is. So as you block, you move this hand, you must move it at the same time. You must strike. Again, he's stabbing in, my right hand is coming over, grabbing his right hand on the top of the back of the hand, beginning to twist, using my other hand, take him down. So once again, from here, he stabs in, I cut my body, I grab at the same time, I come around, twisting, take him down. Break his wrist at the same time, do any finish-off technique you choose. Again, using the same technique, he stabs. This time he's not coming over. He's stabbing with his right, you're grabbing with your left, you're twisting, taking him down. And again, from here, you'll notice these techniques are the same when somebody grabs your jacket. They're the same techniques, and here, and down. Okay. Again, working on a stab, he's stabbing in, this time, using the knife hand, taking it out. I'm going to go for an elbow break, not over the shoulder. Now, as I'm blocking outward, I'm retaining control of that knife hand. I'm turning in here, and I break his wrist, or I break his elbow. Strike. From the other side, different angle, same move. Stab it in, outside, twist it, coming over at the same, break, strike. And you don't know how somebody's going to hold a knife. Some people choose to run the blade up their arm, and they'll cut at you here. Very effective way to hold a knife. So, this man has his knife, and he's coming in, cutting it. Okay. So, again, as he comes in, this has to whip around. It's like he's hitting himself here. He wants that extension to get onto him. So, from here, block. Grab, count. Going the other way. Here, he comes around, jam. Jam. In this case, I have my finger on that pressure plate here. And count. He comes around again. He's stabbing at you. You're fading back. You're coming in. This time, I'm using my right forearm to jam that knife hand. I'm moving in. My right knee kicks into a spinal column and take it down. Do it from a different angle. From here, he's slashing. Block. Now, block, strike. Here. So what we're going to do, we'll just add a variation to it. He comes in, it's a block, into the bicep, into his bicep, damage it, strike. From here, strike. You still have his arm. You pull this way, you're striking him that way, you'll do massive damage. So from here, he stabs, outside block, at the same time, into the muscle, strike, and hit. Pull his body. Now, if I can intercede, if ever you use a knife and you stab into the body, you twist the blade into the neck, you twist the blade. As soon as it penetrates into the body, you twist. You want to make a big, big hole. Twist the blade. This time we'll do a few techniques on a club, nightstick, whatever you want to call it. In this case, what we got is we got a dowel inside a foam rubber, insulation pipe rubber, styrofoam. The dowel gives a weight, and if you can hit the stump, the foam is there, so you won't get too badly banged. So, again, you don't know how somebody's going to come at you. But for the sake of, for the exercise, he's going to come down, he's doing a strike at the head from here. Now, again, you can work to the inside of the body as he's coming down here. You can go to the outside of the body. Here. This all depends on what you want. We use more hand techniques than foot techniques because we want to control that weapon. And again, you can always add takedown and finish off techniques to these. He's coming in, smacking at the top of your head. We'll do a simple, again, X block. Move it, strike. Very simple move. As he moves in, you move it. Move his hand, strike. Like I said, there's thousands of variations. As he strikes at you, block, your elbow comes down onto his collarbone, his face, his chest. If you want to add variations to it. From here, again, he's striking down at you. This time, doing a rising block, grab, punch into his elbow. Break his elbow. So from here, to here, punch. Variation, from here, block, grab, forearm, rising block. Break. Strike. This time, he's coming down, striking across the body, hitting into the neck muscle, coming down. So from here, he's striking at you. You're shifting. You must shift with it. Strike. Strike. From a different angle, as the club is coming across the body, you're shifting. You're in a good position. I like to work inside. You may like to work outside. Block, grab. In this case, forearm strike. So one more time. He strikes, block, legs, finish him off. This time, he's coming around at your head. From here, swinging around. Okay. So, as he swings, I'm coming under him. Now, as I come up, I don't want that stick coming back at me, so I'm jamming his arm. So here, I come down, I jam, and I strike. I still have hold of that weapon for control. Swinging at your head, come back out of the way, jam, kick. Move back, out of the way. My right arm comes up in case he comes back with a backswing, and kick. Do that from a different angle. Striking at the head, back. My hand comes up. This time I'm in closer than I was on the other side, so I kick to his knee. And I take him down. Now, this time, he's a tennis pro. He's going to give you a backhand. Coming this way, and he's coming around. Now, as that club is coming around in that direction, come on. Here, it's very difficult for me to move around it. I'm going to move into it. So, as it comes here again, I want to jam it. So as he moves, I want to jam him. So he comes swinging, I want to jam. And whatever your technique may be. So, move in, jam. Grab, strike, take down, whatever. Now, one more. He's coming, striking at you from here. Striking here. Okay. This can be used off a knife, off a hand, off whatever. And it turns into a chokehold. You block. My hand is coming up. There's the artery. It's coming into that. My deltoid is keeping this hand up. I'm sliding in. I'm coming around. I keep my arm up to keep this club up. And I start squeezing into here. Take it down. I'll do it from the other side. Again, you hold on to them, you'll go out. So from here, move, come up, keep this arm up, reach across, and you got him here. Somebody took you down. This is very good in the case of a woman. Anti-rape, self-defense, whatever. But anyway, your opponent took you down. You're on the ground, you're on the mat. He has a hold of your hands. Your hands are pinned. All you're going to do is you're going to shoot your hands forward. And then you're going to cross, you roll them off you, and you're coming down with an elbow onto his body. Now, if you want to add to it, from here, he has a hold of you. Your hands shoot up. As your hands shoot up, you kick into the back of his spine with your knee. Take his mind off, whatever. Kick, roll, strike. So now we'll do it with a person. We'll do it from two different angles. So on top of you, he has your hand now. I've brought my leg up in preparation of kicking. So from here, I shoot my hands forward. I kick. I roll. I bring my elbow down. We'll do it from the other side. From here, and again. He has a hold of you. My leg is in preparation to kick. I shoot my hands forward, throw him off balance. I kick into his spine. I cross my arms. I come down with an elbow strike. At it with a hammer fist if you want. Now the next one, he had you here, and again. He's on top of you. This time, I'm just going to shoot him out. I shoot my hand straight out to the side. Relax. From here, relax. I bring him in, striking into his ribs, shooting back, pull him off you. So, from here, throw him out, strike, get him off. And we'll do it from this side. He's on top of you. The hands come straight out. As fast as you can throw them out. As hard as you can throw them out. May drop his head. From here. Strike. And kick if you want. Throw him off. And get out. You're on the ground. Perhaps maybe this guy has a partner. Somebody came up behind you. They hit you, you went down. Whatever the case may be. He may have hit you, you went down. You're down here. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab the back of his heel, right here, close to the mat. Your other hand is in his knee. So you're pulling the heel forward, you're pushing the knee back. I'll move this way so he stays on the mat. So from here, you're down, you grab, and down he goes. Now, follow through on this. You must pull yourself forward and strike to his groin. Because he's just down. He's not out. So we'll do it one more time. Go from the part where you're on the ground. You grab him again. Low. Grab his knee. You push pull. Pull yourself forward. Strike into his groin. Now, this time you're down. Down here, this person is standing over top of you. Switch your feet. Right. Okay. You're here. You landed on your side. His right foot is out. Taking my right foot against his ankle bone. My left foot is coming over. And I'm taking him down. One more time from a different angle. You're on your side. My left foot is beside his ankle bone. My right foot comes up, catches him behind the knee, and he goes down. From here, kick. All right. Again, you're down. His right foot was out. Last time, you did it here. This time, take it to the front. My foot wound up this way. This foot was here. So, I'm kicking in behind his leg to take him down. Stay up. Let's go a little more inside. Get a different angle. So, from here, and kick, take him down, and come clear. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to work off some punches. And again, I mean, these can be done with a knife or a stick or whatever. In this case, it'll be done with punches. And we'll do takedowns. going to come in, throw a punch at your face. Outside block. You're going to step in, right hand's coming over, my left hand is still up there. Grab, here, my leg, as you can see, my leg is coming back. It's catching him behind the leg, and he'll go down. Now, when you do that, you must kick all the way back and up. Otherwise, what you don't want to get into is trying to push him. Get into a pushing match. And that's what will happen if you don't kick all the way through. You must kick all the way through. So, he punches in, block, here, take that. Take him down. Now, again, same move, comes in, step in, strike, and down. He goes down, finish with whatever you want to finish. From here, he steps in, punching here. This time, you moved in on him here. This foot comes up, catches him behind the knee, and take him down. Lead foot. You're here, punches, you made your block, you step, comes in, hooks, take him down, finish off. We'll do it from this side. Same move. He steps in, block, hook, take him down, finish him off. Now, from here, again, makes a step-in punch on you here. You came to the back. You came to the outside this time. From here, you're coming in. Same move. Kicking behind the leg. Taking him down. Same thing. Punches in. You moved outside. This foot comes up. Hits. Take him down. Again. He steps in. Punches here. Now, my left leg is back. I made my block. My left leg is now the kicking leg. So, from here, he steps. My left leg is back. I'm going to kick either into the muscle, depending on your distance, using the ball of your foot, using the instep, and you want to take it down and finish off. And again, from here, he steps in, he throws a punch. You're coming to the inside again, you've done your block. You're right here. This foot kicks into his groin, into here, come around this way, using this foot to take him down. He steps, block. All you got to do on this is turn, shoot the heel, hurt him, bring it back, just swinging around, using your right leg, taking him down. We'll do it from this side. From here, block, kick, come around, right leg, catch him, take him down. One more time. Block. here, take them down, finish them off. Do it from the other side. And again. You're here, you're sparring. Lock that hand, jam them. Come in with the back leg. Hit them. Take them down. Now, we'll go back to somebody's got to choke on you, somebody's got to grab on you. Whatever. This time, again, you're going to use the palm heels. The palm heels must come together. It's got to be a snap. Snap. So, you got you around the neck, you're snapping into the ribs with the palm heels. You don't want to bring it back and do this because you'll see it. Just here. So, strike. Use your head. Drop it down, but here. Drop lower, ground it here, take them down. Go one time to the side. And again. From here he grabs, you strike, you butt, you drop, take them down. Okay. Alright, this time what you're going to work off of is a side thrust kick. He's coming in, he's kicking here. Into the body. Okay. You're going to do a scoop. So, from here, as he kicks, I'm coming to the outside. I scooped his leg. And here, so, one more time. From the other side, he comes in, he's doing it. Side thrust kick. Step, you scoop. Now, from here you come in and you kick into his leg. Take it down. Now when you kick into the legs, you want to damage. You want to damage the muscle. You want to hurt him bad. Okay. And again, side thrust kick. This time you're going to use a scoop with a strike and you're going to dump. You're going to dump. So from here, you come in, you strike at the same time here, and dump. You okay? Yeah. All right. From here, side thrust kick right into your midsection, scoop, hit, dump. Dump them hard. This time what you're going to do is you didn't scoop them low on the leg, you scoop them hard. You're going to grab whatever you can grab, and you're going to dump. So here, came in. Now, I want to grab his belly. Don't want this hand to hit you. So here, I lift, and you throw. On the other side, from here, scoop up high, you grab his belt, you lift him up, and dump. Now, trap it. Side thrust kick. This time, you're going to trap to two hands. It'll be the same way if you punched. Step in, and it's a trap, and whatever. You're working on a kick, he kicks, I come back, I trap, take him over. Dump. Now, as he's kicking, because we're in close, and I got to stay out of range, I'm shifting back, not too far back. Trap. You got him here. And you're going to twist. You're going to take them down. Give us some mixed things. You have a person coming in punching at you, the type of block you're doing, your hand's coming this way. In other words, the punch is coming in, you're blocking here and down. You want to pull his momentum. Now, as you're doing this technique, it's a throw technique. So you're coming here at the same time, this hand is right up near his shoulder blade. The right hand grabs and you take him down. So we'll do it at a moderate speed. He comes in punching, you do the block here and down. On the other side, same technique. Block, grab, and down. Throw down. Okay. Again, using the throw, this person's punching at you, they're coming in, you're blocking here, and your foot's catching him on the shin, on the knee. So, from here, he comes at you, you do a block, you grab him, and you take him down. Now, you're in close. Relax. Go for the next minute. You got a 1-2 guy. So, he's going to throw a hook at your head, block, block. 2 blocks. He's throwing 1-2. So, from here, block, block. Your hands are already here. Now, you're going to reach in, grab, and smash with your own head. You hit him in the nose and the face. So, and smash. All right. Again. You're in close. This guy throws a hook at your head, and it's a block. Now, as you block here, you strike with the elbow. So, as he throws your blow, and you hit. Here. Now, if you want to add to it, as he throws the blow here, strike. Your elbow's coming back, you hit him across the other one. 1, 2. Back and forth. Work his head. Now, if you're getting close, if you're fighting this guy, force it. And he's throwing hands, and you're in very, very close, throw hands. Here, and you're blocking here. See, there's nothing that says that you can't grab, you can't get in close, and on grabbing, throw. So, he throws a blow here. One blow. Here, and you're stepping. This time, across them. Yeah. So, from here, he throws his blow. You came in. You're grabbing. Here. And down. Take him down. Now, like I said, you want to learn to use as much of the body as a weapon. Shins overlooked a lot. You overlook shins. You want to work his leg. And say you live in like up here. You live in a cold climate, it's winter, he's got a big jacket, a lot of padding. Then it blows through his body. Doesn't have a lot of padding here. So you want to work his knees. You want to take his shins, work the outside of his leg. You want to work the muscles, the inside, as much as you can. By working the legs, you can hit this leg with sufficient force, you deaden it. If you deaden it, he can't stand. Can't stand, he can't fight. You have to learn to make openings in the body. In other words, if you're fighting this person here, and you throw a punch, and you're going to use it as a fake, it's only good if he goes for it. If I throw this and he goes for it, because he ain't going to go for it. You want to open a person up. If perhaps you want to get to his head, but he's pretty well guarded, so you want him to think low. So you're throwing low blows so you can come into the face. You want to come into the low body. You want to open him up. You want everything coming high. Wow. See, here, so you can open them up. Now, on these tapes, I'll put it. Don't spar. If you get into an actual confrontation with somebody, this person has a knife, whatever, do not spar. The technique's got to be very good, very efficient. They got to be the best you've ever done. Don't play around with somebody. You're not in a dojo. You're not suited up. You're not at a tournament. You're not fighting for points. You got to be very serious. All right, one more on the legs. You're fighting this person. Turn over here. And his left leg's out, my left leg's out. What you want to do is you want to catch his leg. You want to pull him into you so you can strike. So from here, it's coming this way and strike. So you're here, you may have to step in and strike. As you pull him in, you're striking. All you have to do is get him off balance a little bit and hit. You move right. Now what we're going to do now is what we call East shuffle. You have to imagine that you have a very tight skirt or your ankles are tied together, you can't move. And all you're doing is taking very little steps here. Very short steps. Because they're short doesn't mean that you can't go fast. The knees must be bent. You stay off your toes and you stay flat-footed. Now, if you got a confrontation with this guy and he throws a hook at your head and you go into your Ishi shuffle and you strike. It doesn't matter if you use palm heel, knife edge strike. And you hit him. And you're just taking it back, kicking as you go. So again, from here, throws a blow at you, you block, you step in, you hit him, you take a very short steps, kick, kick, kick. You keep this arm bent. Now, if he throws a blow, and I keep this arm straight, and we go back, he's going to peel off, and I'm going to go straight ahead. By keeping the arm bent,